Hi, this is the optimistic quadriplegic. Just wanted to take a second to brag about my two boys. On the right there is Andy. He just graduated recently from Wayne State with his doctorate in pharmacy. So he's a full-blown pharmacist now, headed off to a residency in Columbus, Ohio for 2 years. And his brother Matt works at Microsoft in Seattle, working on the Halo games. So if you like those, you can thank Matt. This is part two video of things I do with my hands. I just wanted to show you what else is involved in that. Let's just watch that now. Eating and drinking. So you don't get a physique like this by starving yourself. So how do I eat and drink? Well, when I first started, Sarah would have to sit by and pretty much feed me everything. But that only lasted probably about 6 or 8 months, which was a long time, don't get me wrong. Once we got home, we got this kind of silverware. It's called Dining with Dignity, and it wraps around my thumb and my forefinger, index finger. And I have a spoon as well. And so I can eat, because I can't grip the fork like a regular fork would be useless to me, but I can grip the fork and then pretty much just stab whatever I want to eat. Today is calzone. And the only thing Sarah does have to do is, I can't cut yet. Can't apply enough pressure to cut the food, so she does that for me. But I can eat lots of different stuff. With a spoon, I can get yogurt or pudding, things like that out of that little cart, no problem. Drinking, I don't think you've seen this before. This tube leads to about a 1 liter plastic case that I usually just attach to my wheelchair. And we usually fill it with like a Crystal Light and water mixture, but I can put anything in there. And it's pretty much just a big straw. So I probably drink 3 or 4 of those a day, just because it's important to keep everything flowing for me. I also, Sarah rigs this and hangs this from my bed at night with water in it. So I've got water if I ever need it in the middle of the night without bothering her. So don't worry about me. That's how I get my sustenance. I can eat with this. And that's just another one of the things that I'm able to do. Thanks. One of the things I can do, which is totally unnecessary, but it's good for my fine motor skills, is that I can actually write with pen or pencil. Really, it's got to be like a fine marker. I've got this device that wraps around my wrist, and then another device that holds the pen, and then there's a plastic piece that slides into my palm so I can hold the pen like this. So, every once in a while you might get a personal card from me. And right now I'm doing a Father's Day card for my dad. So let's see how I can make a few of these letters together here. That's a T. That's an O. That's a G. I guess it looks like a G. E. Not so good there. But I'll take a break and I'll keep it continuing. But that's the general idea, and I'll show you the results here in a minute. So I completed it. My writing got a little bit better after that short rest. And we like to write poems back and forth together. So believe it or not, it says, well, you try and figure it out. I'll give you a minute to figure it out. Time's up. It says, Ode to my dad, we are together on Father's Day, and that makes me glad. Love, Keith. Got a little cursive writing there and all the XOXOs. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And that's just another one of the things that I can do. Hi, it's Keith, the optimistic quadriplegic. And I just want to show you some of the things I can do to help work on my pinching abilities, small motor skills, I guess you call them. And what I do a lot of times is I play treble against myself. I'm able to put all the treble pieces in the board. To set it up, so I usually set them all up. And what I can't do though is pop the Pop-O-Matic. Don't have enough strength for that. But that's kind of difficult to do regardless, but it's slippery and it's hard to do. So what I do is I'll pinch the dice and roll a dice, and I roll it, and then I can pick up the treble piece and move it the number of pieces, and then I just go around. Then I'll play the next color, and then the next color, whatever. Takes me about 45 minutes to play a game, but it's just good to use those muscles. And as I go along, I can use more and more fingers. Sometimes I'm able even to get this index finger down and pinch. So that's something I normally couldn't do just cold without being all warmed up. A couple other things I do sometimes is I pick up marbles, and I will be on a paper plate, and I pick them up and I put them into a cup, and that's a little bit more challenging because they're round and a little bit slippery. So that's another way for me to do that. And so I just wanted to show you some of the things I can do. And this is the optimistic quadriplegic, and I thank you for watching my videos.